Did you hear about Hideki Matsuyama's insane final round at the Century? He didn't just win the tournament, he shattered the PGA scoring record with a jaw-dropping 35 under par from eagles to clutch putts. It was a masterclass in golf perfection. Can you imagine what it takes to dominate a course like that? This tournament takes place in Kopua, Hawaii on the Plantation Course, which is every bit as dreamy as it sounds. Nestled on the stunning island of Maui, the course is famous for its rolling hills, breathtaking ocean views, and those infamous trade winds that can turn even the best shot into a wild adventure. The Plantation Course is no ordinary golf course. It's massive, stretching over 7,500 yards with fairways so wide you'd think missing them is impossible. But trust me, the elevation changes and uneven lies make it a whole different ballgame. And then there are the greens, which are like putting on glass. The slopes are so dive that even a perfect putt can betray you at the last second. The course is designed to reward creativity, and players need to use the slopes and win to their advantage to score Hideki Matsuyama. Well, Hideki Matsuyama has always had a love-hate relationship with this event coming into this year. He played the Century 7 times. But while he'd shown flashes of brilliance, a win had always eluded him. His best finish was a solo second place 7 years ago. It's not that he hadn't been close. He had 3 top 10 finishes to his name here. But something, or someone always seemed to edge him out this year. Though felt different. The competition leading into the final round was intense. Matsuyama started the tournament, strong, staying near the top of the leaderboard. After the third round, he was 1 shot behind Tom Haga, who had lit up the course with 65 other heavyweights like Colin Marawa and Justin Thomas were lurking nearby, ready to pounce. Matsuyama's consistency had put him in a prime position, but he needed something special in the final round to seal the deal. Little did we know he had something extraordinary up his sleeve. Sunday was something else. Hideki Matsuyama didn't just play golf. He put on a masterclass. The round started steady with a couple of pars, but things exploded. On the par 4 third hole, Matsuyama 107 yards out, pulls out his wedge and the ball drops into the hole for an eagle. The crowd went wild, and you could feel the momentum shifting in his favor from there. It was a highlight reel of precision and poise. His putting was on another level, and that's saying something for a guy who's been known to struggle with the flat stick. He drained putts from every angle, including a long one at the par 50 front that sent him to 14 under for the tournament. The new putter he was using, let's just say it earned its spot in his bag. But it wasn't just the putter. Matsuyama's approach shots were surgical on the par 4 fourth hole. He almost holed out again, landing his shot within inches of the cup. His drives, absolute. Missiles one after another, they found the perfect spots on the fairway, setting him up for easy birdie opportunities, and he used the course to his advantage, working the slopes to perfection and letting the wind carry his shots to the exact spots. He wanted. What stood out the most, though, was his composure. Even when things got tricked, like when he found the rough or faced a tough lie, Matsuyama stayed cool on the 16th, for example. He was short-sighted in a bunker with almost no margin for error. He pulled off an ultra-flop shot that landed soft as a feather and rolled to within a few feet of the hole shots. Like that are what separate the good from the great. By the time Matsuyama walked off the 18th green, he had done something no one else in PGA Tour history had ever accomplished, a 35 under par total for a 72-hole event. 35 under, let that sink in for a moment. He smashed the previous record and set a new benchmark for the final round excellence. Statistically, his round was a thing of beauty. He hit an incredible number of greens in Regulation D, and IR, making the course look far easier than it really is. His putting was lights out thanks to that new putter that seemed to have magic in it. And his driving, oh man, it was a clinic. His accuracy off the tee combined with the sheer power of his shots left him in prime positions, hole after hole, while Matsuyama was on fire. His competitors couldn't keep up. Players like Tom Haga and Colin Marawa had their moments, but Matsuyama outpaced them with relentless precision. By the time he was done, he had created a gap that was insurmountable. There were so many moments during that final round where you just had to sit back and say, wow. One of my favorites was watching Matsuyama's one-handed follow-throughs, he's known for letting go of the club when he's not happy with a shot. But during this round, even his bad shots were landing in perfect spots. It was almost like he couldn't miss. Then there were the short game heroics. Remember that bunker shot on the 16th? It wasn't just a great shot. It was a moment that encapsulated his dominance around the greens. Statistically, Matsuyama was the best in the field in terms of short game performance, and it showed. The crowd was electric too. Every time Matsuyama drained a long putt or hit a stellar approach shot, you could hear the roars echoing across the course. The atmosphere felt more like a major than a regular tour event, and Matsuyama thrived in it. He walked up the 18th fairway to a standing ovation, and by the time he tapped in for his final birdie, the fans were chanting his name. If you followed golf even casually, you've probably heard the name Hideki Matsuyama. His rise in the golfing world has been nothing short of inspiring. Remember when he won the Masters in 2021? That wasn't just a win, it was a historic moment. Matsuyama became the first Japanese male golfer to win a major championship, and it put him in a league of his own. That victory didn't just cement his place in the history books, it also solidified his reputation as one of the game's most precise ball strikers' technical brilliance. What makes Matsuyama so fascinating to watch is his technical brilliance, his ball striking is consistently ranked among the best on the PGA Tour. Whether he's hitting a long iron or a wedge, the way he controls the flight and spin of the ball is like watching an artist at work. And let's not forget his short game. Matsuyama has an uncanny ability to make the toughest chips and pitches look effortless. Shots from the rough or awkward lies, he's got them on lock. This record-breaking performance at the Century feels like a turning point. Sure, he's always been one of the most respected players in the game, but this 35 under par score, it's next level. It shows that Matsuyama isn't just consistent. He's capable of going on a run that leaves everyone else in the dust. Breaking a PGA scoring record doesn't just happen. It takes a combination of skill, strategy, and an unshakable mindset. And if there's one thing we know about Matsuyama, it's that his calm demeanor under pressure is one of his biggest calm under pressure assets. Even in the heat of competition when other players might falter, Matsuyama seems almost zen-like. He never rushes his shots, never looks rattled. That kind of composure is rare, and it's part of why he's able to perform at such a high level. This win at the Century isn't just another trophy for his collection. It's a statement. It says, "I'm not done yet." It's a reminder that Matsuyama, at just 32 years old, is still very much in his prime. The buzz after Matsuyama's performance was off the charts. Golf commentators were quick to call it one of the most dominant displays they'd ever seen. Johnny Miller, for example, compared Matsuyama's round to Tiger Woods in his prime, saying this kind of scoring doesn't come around often, and Matsuyama just made it look so easy. Fellow players also had high praise for him. Colin Marawa, who finished a few shots behind, said when Hideki gets in a groove like that, it's like he's playing a different game.